Hey guys, what's up? My name's Ronan Vico. In this video, we're going to learn how to force the user to have the most updated version on Power Apps Canvas. So basically, let's say that I have here my little app in a current version. And now I need to insert an object or fix a critical issue on the app. So for example, I'm just inserting this rectangle right here on the main page, on the main screen, and I will publish this new version with this fix, right? So I just save it, just publish it. This app is publishing right here, and now the publish was made successfully. And the final user that is already on the app is running something on the app. He will not be forced to use the last version, even if the user refresh the page. So let's say that he access it again. So he pressed the F5 on the keyboard or access the URL again. He will know that there is a new version that is coming. And after some minutes, he will be notified again on the app that there is a new version available. And here's it. We have this notification. You're using an old version of this app. Refresh to use the latest version, and the button refresh. But what occurs is that it is not forced, right? The user is not forced to refresh. So if he's already at the app on the current session using the application, maybe he will keep using the bug, the critical bug that you just fixed, until he click the refresh and okay, now he have the updated version. So how to force the user so he cannot use the older version? Basically, we can actually create a list with the versions. So we can create right here like a TB version. Using this list right here, we're going to force the user to have the updated version. I'm going to create a column here, a number, and I can say this is the version of the app. I'm going to insert here the version. Right now it's 1. I can use like an int number, pretty simple. So we have the version number 1, and at the OnStart of the app, I will first connect to this SharePoint list. Okay, so let's connect here to this SharePoint list, the TB version. Okay, and at the OnStart, I will get this value. So I will set current version equals lookup, or I can just insert first TB version dot version. So here we're going to have the current version when the app opens. So let's say the app just opened, the version will be the number 1, the version. After that, we can force the check to see if the number was changed during the app running. So when and where you're going to do it, it's up to you, but I will recommend you to like insert this if condition on the menu. If you have like a home screen or a menu screen where the user can go back to this screen to select a button and go to the next one, you should insert the statement on that screen. So for example, here it's my home screen. On the on visible, I will do the check. Okay, Ron, I'm not understanding what you are doing right now. So I'm going to insert a text label right here and insert the current version variable. Current version. Here is it. It's blank because the OnStart didn't run. So I'm going to run the OnStart. Here is it. The current version variable is 1. Okay? The current value is 1. And I will have down below the current version at the SharePoint. And the current version at the SharePoint will be the first TB version dot version. Here's it. Both of them is the number 1. But if I change to number 2 at the SharePoint right here, if I refresh, we're going to see that the current version on the OnStart is different than the current version at the SharePoint. So here's the moment that we should force the user to open the app again. So to do it, I can use the launch function, or I can just insert like a text label that blocks the app right here. So block the app, and I can insert like a color and type something. The current version, we have a new version of the app, please open the app again, and it will block the user, so he cannot use the app until he open again the app. And to make it visible, I will first of all on visible refresh the TB version. Now on visible of the screen, I'm going to refresh the TB version, and to block the app on the visible, I will insert the if statement. So the current version is different than the first TB version dot version. In this case, it is false because the current version, like we saw before, so let me reorder, bring to front is 1, and the current version at the SharePoint is 2, forcing the user to open the app again. So if the user open the link again, the OnStart will run, it will change the version, and the app will not be blocked anymore. Of course, on the OnStart, it needs to be manually fixed, the version, okay? So you need to fix it. You need to insert the current version on the OnStart manually on the app code. That makes sense, right? Because I need to manually fix what is the current version, or every time the user opens the app, will be refreshed the current version, and it always be the latest version, right? So I need to use a fixed number, hard-coded, so that way I will force the user to have exactly the version that is hard-coded right here. Right now I have this button that go to the next page, that navigates to the screen number 2. When I go back with the navigate back to the menu screen, to the home screen, the variable will be refreshed, and we can check if it is to block the app or no. In this case, it is not blocking because the current version inserted manually is equal the version on the SharePoint. So let's say that I publish this app. So I will publish this version. That is the version number 2. The app is open right here. So I am at the current version number 2. If I go to the next page and navigate back, everything is working pretty right. But let's say that I need to change the color of this rectangle. It is a critical bug. I need to fix it. So I just fix it. I change to green, and I need to force the users right now to have the new version. I will go here at the current version, right, and change to the number 3. Also, I will change the SharePoint list number. That way, the user on the past version, on the blue rectangle, will have the number 2 that was inserted manually at the code. So the blue rectangle, it's the number 2. I will publish this new version. Publish. It was published successfully. I will be notified in the screen that I have a new version that I can update, but I will not be forced. And if I go to the next page and move back, check it out. We have a new version of the app. Please open the app again. So it will force the user to open the URL again. So if I refresh now the page, let's refresh. A new version is coming, so check it out. I need to refresh to keep using the app. I will click here on the refresh, and it is running the code, and here's it. The current version is 3. The current version at the SharePoint is also 3, and we can see the green rectangle. So this is the easiest way to block the version. Oh, Ronan, why you do not get the Power Apps version because I need to use the automate and connect to the version. So I think this is the easiest way pretty quickly. It's like one formula, one line on the SharePoint. I can manipulate pretty easy here the code. So that's how I do when I need to force the users to have a new version. If it is not something critical, you do not need to change that, right? You just need to change both of the versions when it's something critical that needs to force the user to open the app. If you do not need to force the user, just keep the version here and add the code right here, and everything will works pretty fine in the next versions. Okay, so hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you already do that or do something else, so all here can learn a little bit more with you. If you watched this video completed, write down your feedback and write the word banana so I will know that you watched the video completed. Share this channel, hit the thumbs up so we can grow up this channel and bring more free content like this to you. If you want to learn more about Power Platform, check the first link on the description. You will have a huge discount on the best Power Platform courses. Thank you so much for watching. We see you in another video, in another class, and please consider to subscribe.